Most people know the number one killer is heart disease. We know what our healthy diet is, we just tend not to like it, or we don't go for it because we tend to go for those carbs, those sugars, those things that are going to satisfy us immediately. It's very important to have lean protein in your diet to try to stay away from any of the fad diets, decrease the caffeine, decrease the sugar, and the low simple carbs. So that would be like white flour. We like the whole grain flour, things like that. In addition to the omega-3s are very important today. So whether it's your salmon, your olive oil, your canola oil, your almonds, anything like that is important. And again, the color is real important. So we want you to include those vegetables in your diet. Almost anywhere you go, you can look at if you're eating out, you need to make the healthy choices. Take the mayonnaise off the sandwich. So if we're looking at healthy choices when we're eating out, look at your menu before you go. Look it up, see what calories are coming from fat. Try to decrease your saturated fat and increase your whole grains and your fruit and vegetables. Anything when you're talking about exercise, you don't want to start out really quickly. You want to start out gradually. The same thing as we talked about the food. You want to start out gradually. Decrease your fat slowly. The same thing with exercise. Maybe you increase walking, you park further away, and you initially start it that way. It depends. How old are you? How long has it been since you've exercised? How much do I weigh? If I weigh a lot, I don't want to run, because if I run, it's going to be a lot of stress on my knees and my ankles. So then I want to walk, and I'm going to want to walk fast, or maybe I'm going to want to bike, or maybe I'm going to want to swim. So you look at the different types of exercise that would be good for you. So usually what we tell patients is to start out for about 10 minutes. So if you started initially with 10 minutes and then you just add a minute every day to your goal, and usually that's going to be somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour. What we try to do when we have our patients is look at a lifestyle change. First of all, you need to be ready for a change. If you're not ready to make a change, then it's not going to happen. Another thing that's real important is to write down things. So do it slow, have a diary, write down what you're eating, and write down and keep track of your exercise, and then you'll be more apt to stick to that plan. So the most important thing with your food is maybe if you're eating out 4 times a week, decrease it to eating out 2 times a week. Stay away from the donuts, stay away from anything that's fried. Go for if you're doing whole milk, go to 2% and then decrease slowly. But moderation is the key. With anything, we want to look at moderation. Don't just go cold turkey with one thing, because you're probably not going to stick with it. I'm sure you've heard about the cookie diets. You don't want to do the cookie diets because that's not going to be a lifestyle change. It needs to be a diet that you will stick to for the rest of your life. It's always important to consult your physician. For instance, if maybe you had a knee surgery and you're going to be going back to exercise, usually they'll want you to start with a physical therapist initially. Maybe you're overweight, or maybe you have a family history of heart disease and stroke, or maybe you have a family history of an arrhythmia problem. Any of these types of conditions, it's very important to notify your physician, and then they will lead you in the right direction as far as what type of exercise is good for you and how much should I be doing. Some of the things we offer at Shawnee Mission Medical Center that might be helpful in this type of area would be something like an In-Shape program. It's a lifestyle change. You get to consult with a dietitian on a one-on-one meeting, and then after that you follow up weekly and you keep a diary so they can continue to help you. It's really important at the beginning of any type of program you decide to choose is to have that follow-up so that you'll stick and stay with that program. I'm Heather Jorns. I work in the Heart and Vascular Center at Shawnee Mission Medical Center.